Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Lorelei Shamayo. This is the MeWe Metaphysics and Wellness Fairs and Events for energizing body, mind, heart, and soul. We have events throughout the Northwest and online. We interview our practitioners and vendors, so you get a chance to know who we are before you meet us at an event. I'm here today interviewing Lally. Anne, it's lovely to meet you.
Thank you. It's lovely to meet you too.
So what is it that you offer? What do you do at our events?
So at your events, I will be doing animal communication readings and energy healing for animals.
Okay. And then do you connect with animals that are here, animals that have passed, all those different kinds of things? Or?
All those different kinds of things. I can connect with animals who have passed. I do that quite frequently, actually. And then also animals, just kind of what's going on with them and do they have complaints and are they happy and all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
And does this work for just animals in people's lives as well as just animals in our physical space, or how does it, like, so I live in nature, right? So what sorts of animals?
Right. So it's any animal that you sort of interact with on a daily basis. Like if you have farm animals and something's up with them, I can connect with them, or animals that are in your home or whatever. I have been able to connect with, like there was a possum that was visiting a friend, like, why is this possum not going away? I keep telling it to go away. So I was able to connect with it. Wildlife is kind of iffy sometimes. It depends. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Great. Can you say anything about just how you connect with them? How does that work for you?
So the way I connect with them is it varies according to the animal. So sometimes I can hear them or they'll send me pictures, and I also get feelings. And so I can connect with them with a photograph, without a photograph, just a name, all the different sort of, I just need sort of the person and the animal's name in order to tune into them.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And how did you get started doing this? How did you discover that you have this capacity?
Right. So I had this dog, and she was 5 months old. I adopted her from the shelter, and her name was Brownie. And I thought, no, it's not. So I decided I was going to change her name, and I wanted to call her Zoe. And every time I called her Zoe, I heard Sasha. And I was like, oh, well, okay. And I had kind of I've been playing with my intuitive abilities for a while. This was 20 years ago. And I thought, well, this is interesting. So I'd never heard an animal talk to me before, knowingly. And so I started calling her Sasha, and that was good. And so then I've been playing around with it ever since.
Oh, yeah, wow.
It's pretty exciting.
Wow. And I just say, so, and you also do healing work.
I do a couple of different modalities. I do a tapping, emotional freedom technique. So I've had really a lot of success with this with animals who are either reactive because something has happened in their lives and they're just anxious. So I've been able to help with anxiety. I've also been able to help an animal from what we'll call a non-preferred behavior to a preferred behavior. So the dog is pooping on the concrete and we want him to poop in the yard, right? Things like that. And so it's pretty interesting that, and I didn't know when I first started it that that would work. I was really going for more the anxiety kinds of things, but the physical difference. I have a client who's called me 10 times and this is my success story, is that they got a dog. It was a golden doodle, and her husband didn't really like dogs and wasn't excited about having a dog. And so I worked with the dog and was able to like get to the preferred behaviors for the dog. And then now they have 5 dogs, right? So I consider that,
wow.
Yeah, I consider that my success story, because the husband is all about dogs now. And so I think he's the one who's like, can we call Anne and like tell the dogs to poop over here and not over here or whatever. So
some people that work on animals talk about how they're really working with the people too. Do you have a sense that you're doing that as well?
Yes, very much so. And just trying to get some information from them as well, sort of early on in the conversation. And I'd say like one of the number one complaints about dogs is from dogs is that people are on their phones too much. Right?
Because my dog thinks I'm on my computer too much. We've been having that conversation. He's sitting on my desk right here. And while we've been talking, there's been noise in various ways that he keeps saying. I'm like muting because I'm like, he's going to start barking. And yeah, he definitely
Yep.
thinks I'm on the computer too much. So it's totally great that you said that.
Yeah.
I know there's something else I was going to ask you about. Oh, yeah. So how do you do tapping with them long distance? Are you tapping on you or what's happening?
I am. I'm tapping on myself. And then what the way I do it is I say, let's say the dog's name is Scooter. I am Scooter. I am Scooter. I am Scooter. And then I'll go through all of the points. And I can feel when the dog or cat animal's energy starts to shift.
Mhm.
And then so I can move from that non-preferred behavior to the preferred behavior. And then when I'm finished, I am Anne, I am Anne, I am Anne, just to break the connection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great, fun.
Yeah. And I used to do it. I did it previously on photographs or on a drawing of just a general drawing of a dog and imagining it was that dog. And it seems to work better when I do it on myself. So,
Yeah, it's great. Well, if people want to connect with you, if they want to learn more about you, where do they go on the web?
yeah. So they can go to An Ancient Conversation is my website.
Anancientconversation.com.
Yes, .com. Mhm.
Great. Any other way they should connect with you, or that's the best way?
I also have a Facebook business page. Now I have to think about what it's
It's
called.
okay. That's cool.
And Lally, intuitive communication for people and pets.
Great,
Yeah.
great. Well, it's been lovely chatting with you. I'm looking forward to experiencing more of your work.
Yeah, thank you. I'm super excited about being part of the fairs. It's going to be fun. Yeah.
Great. And for those of you listening and watching, you can learn more about all of our events at mewefairs.com. That's MEWEFAIRS.com. Thank you.